17 indigenous students run from various institutions of higher learning across the state have been awarded scholarships by Dr. Chioma Awuzie Foundation. The event, which was held at Federal Polytechnic Oko Auditorium, also featured the 50th birthday anniversary of the benefactor, Dr. Mrs. Chioma Awuzie, and distribution of gift items to the students, while free medical outreach to people and distribution of wrappers to widows at the SS John and Paul Ibapope Awada from the climax of the empowerment program by the foundation. Staff reporter Emengini Osadebe was at the event and filed in this report.
Dr. Chioma Awuzie Foundation, Touching Lives Positively, is a non-governmental organization aimed at alleviating the plight of the downtrodden in the society. In his opening remarks, the chairman on the occasion, Professor Awuzie Nkemchido, commended the benefactor for recognizing the pains and sufferings of the indigents, as there are a lot of affluents in the society who could not share what they have with others, challenging the beneficiaries to always remember where they
celebrate with one of our own, in the person of Dr. Chioma Awuzie, somebody who thought that it is not just good to eat alone. Somebody who thought that the greatest investment one can make in life is in the development of the human capacity. Somebody who feels the pains of the indigent students. Somebody who recognizes what the poor is going through. Somebody who understands what the widows are going through. Somebody who equally knows the pains of the sick. You see, it is not just easy for one to be able to rise up to a point where he or she can touch lives.
In her welcome address, the celebrant and benefactor, Dr. Mrs. Chioma Awuzie, said her foundation was born out of deep-rooted compassion and personal commitment to human security, saying that she started caring for people in need, irrespective of their local government or state of origin, with her meager earnings, emulating various acts of charity embarked upon by the foundation.
May I congratulate all the recipients of this year's Dr. Chioma Awuzie Foundation Scholarship Award and encourage them to use their funds judiciously.
In their remarks, heads of various institutions at the event, which include Rector Federal Polytechnic Oko, Dr. Mrs. Francisca Mwafulugo, represented by the Deputy Rector, Dr. Ken Ezekwe, the Vice Chancellor Nnamdi Azikiwe University Oka, Professor Charles Esimone, represented by Professor Eunice Ibekwe, and the Provost Nwaforizu College of Education in Nsugbe, Dr. Mrs. Ifeyinwa Osebo, represented by Mr. Tochukwu Anekwe, eulogized Dr. Mrs. Chioma Awuzie for impacting the lives of the indigents, describing the feat as a great sacrifice that will add value to human lives, urging the affluent in the society to eschew self-centeredness and use their wealth to add value to the lives of others, while challenging the beneficiaries to reciprocate the gesture by studying hard to become useful in the society. Speaking later to the ABS in an interview, the husband of the benefactor, Mr. Fidelis Awuzie, described his wife as the Dorcas of the present generation, expressing joy at the excess show of love to the less privileged and called on other affluents to emulate her gesture.
So charity I made tabu. Charity bo go to better love. You can somebody love or you make charity. The essence of love is charity. You know charity. Now love back and love na petit.
Some of the scholarship beneficiaries, Ms. Awale Okocha and Master Emmanuel Obidiaso, expressed gratitude to their benefactor for finding them worthy to be part of the scheme and promised to live above board. Some of the beneficiaries of the free medical outreach, Mrs. Grace Carlo, Mrs. Nonye Uzezie, and Mr. Ebele Jidofo, expressed joy and gratitude to God and same to Dr. Mrs. Awuzie for the free medical outreach, which they described as well organized without partiality, and prayed God to bless her abundantly. From Federal Polytechnic Oko and Ibapope Awada, Emengino Sadebe, ABS News.